hungry.
No! Eddie!
What? No!
Venom, get ready for a world of pain!
If you're someone like me who still can't fully comprehend just how well Insomniac have been handling the black suit within Marvel's Spider-Man 2, then prepare yourself because things might have just gotten even better. But regardless, welcome back true believers and all you spectacular Spidey fans to another very exciting Marvel's Spider-Man 2 related video. And believe it or not, but it's already been a full week since the gameplay was revealed for Marvel's Spider-Man 2 during the PlayStation Showcase. And since then, we have received a plethora of information from Insomniac Games and the main actor playing Peter Parker within the game of Yuri Lowenthal, completely diving into a variety of elements that are going to be included within the black suit in terms of its gameplay and the overall narrative that Insomniac will be telling. And while I have fully broken down all that information in separate videos, which you can check them out for yourself in case you missed them, I did want to further touch upon one specific aspect about the gameplay demo, which may have ended up teasing an extremely crucial gameplay mechanic that Insomniac might have added for Black Suit Spider-Man. Because if this turns out to be true, we might just end up receiving a symbiote suit variant of every single Spider-Man costume that will be featured in Marvel's Spider-Man 2. And considering that Insomniac is fully developing Marvel's Spider-Man 2 from the ground up on the next-gen system of the PlayStation 5, I would actually be a bit surprised if this doesn't end up happening. But for starters, let's go all the way back in time to September of 2021, which is where we ended up receiving the very first reveal trailer of Marvel's Spider-Man 2 during that year's PlayStation Showcase. And after that trailer was revealed, as well as the Wolverine PS5 teaser, we did receive a PlayStation blog post from Insomniac breaking down both of the game's reveals, where there was a line of dialogue within the article which does put a very interesting emphasis on the game's costumes, stating that much of the development team that brought you Marvel's Spider-Man is returning to produce Marvel's Spider-Man 2, including Brian Intihar, creative director, and Ryan Smith, game director. Today's game footage trailer is merely just a glimpse at what's in store in terms of the new abilities our heroes will acquire, suits they will wear, more on that some other time, and the villains that will try to hunt them down. And obviously, just like what we saw in Spider-Man PS4 and Miles Morales' standalone game, it only makes sense that there will more than likely be a wide variety of alternate suits that the player can choose for both Peter and Miles in Marvel's Spider-Man 2. But the only way that I believe Insomniac will be able to take the alternate suits a step further within this game is by giving the player exactly what they want, where every single alternate Spider-Man costume will not only look visually incredible running on the PS5's hardware, but also include the option of seamlessly transitioning into each iteration of the black suit for any Spider-Man costume that you end up selecting. And of course, make sure to take this rumor with a grain of salt, but based on everything that we currently know about Marvel's Spider-Man 2, and given the gameplay that we saw, I definitely think that this is looking more and more like a likely possibility. We're coming from Game Rant, where they went on to break this rumor down all the way back in an article in 2022. They stated, even though Insomniac has only released one Marvel Spider-Man 2 trailer, it's easy to speculate on the shape of the game from that tantalizing amount of footage. It's for this reason that most of the rumors regarding the game aren't particularly hard to envision coming true, even if the source is fake. Insiders who claim Peter will face his demons physically via Venom aren't saying anything that's too out there. However, what is harder to predict thanks to the hero's nearly 60-year history is which suits will pop up in Marvel's Spider-Man 2. In the two preceding entries in the series, Insomniac Games was praised for the options that Peter and Miles had available to them. Thanks to some future-proofing, there were still a number of gaps despite this. If the supposed traversal team leaker is to be believed, some of these are about to be filled. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit, which recently reappeared in No Way Home, is just one example cited as being available in the sequel. And the most important part of this article is where it states Twitter user Elijah Boxhill, a writer at Fandom Wire, has contradicted the aforementioned Reddit leaker to some extent on this subject though. On the social media platform, Boxhill has claimed that they've heard every suit in Marvel's Spider-Man 2 will have its own symbiotic version. While it remains to be seen if their sources are accurate, from a pure mechanical perspective, this would make makes sense. The ability to switch suits in Marvel Spider-Man and Miles Morales was a key part of the experience, to the point that it's hard to see Insomniac removing player choice entirely for large sections of the game. And just to clarify, everybody, I'm only reading this Game Rant article because it provides context to the rumor that has surrounded Marvel Spider-Man 2 for the last couple years. But I'm not 100% inclined to believe the source at Fandom Wire, considering that this is a theory for Marvel Spider-Man 2 that anyone with half a brain cell could come up with on their own free time. Given what Insomniac showed, where we see the black suit for the very first time in the demo, we see Spidey pop out with his brand new and fully updated advanced suit, where the symbiote is already on Peter's back and begins to fully encompass Peter's entire body. And before it showcases the final design of the black suit in Marvel Spider-Man 2, we do see a far more thicker and less formulated black suit design, almost like it's in the process of rendering what suit the player has chosen at that particular point in time. And obviously, for the sake of the gameplay demo, Insomniac wanted to showcase us the canon suits within the Marvel Spider-Man 2 universe of the Advanced Suit 2.0 and their own original black suit design. But knowing how big of a factor the black suit is going to play within Marvel Spider-Man 2, it would be absolutely foolish at this point to not expect alternate versions of that costume to appear in the game. Imagine not only being able to wear the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit or the final suit that we see in Spider-Man No Way Home in their original red and blue design, but also potentially seeing Insomniac's portrayal of what their symbiote versions would look like when wearing their interpretation of the black suit in-game. This would actually be similar to what we saw in the Wii version of Spider-Man Web of Shadows, where for some reason that was the only version of the game that came equipped with alternate suits that you could wear in the open world. And it just so happened that some of the alternate suits within that game also came equipped with a black suit version of their standard appearance counterpart. And it would be absolutely mind-blowing to see the same thing happen here for Marvel Spider-Man 2. Or another game like Web of Shadows is the PS2 version of the Spider-Man 3 movie tie-in game, where you could switch in and out between the red suit and the black suit whenever you wanted, but the more you wore the black suit in the game, the harder it would be for the player to take off, and would have to undergo a very interesting QuickTime event to switch in between both suits whenever the player chose. And if Insomniac were able to incorporate a mechanic like that in Marvel Spider-Man 2, either when playing the game for the first time or potentially being a type of new Game Plus mechanic, would simply be pure Spider-Man game nostalgia. Either way, Insomniac is clearly putting a lot of emphasis on the importance of the black suit, which not only ranges to the added powers it provides in gameplay and the story that it is going to involve surrounding Peter, but also likely adding a multitude of brand new symbiote suits that we can wear as the player. There is clearly a lot more to dissect within this Marvel Spider-Man 2 gameplay demo, and like Insomniac Games said themselves, is that this is the tip of the iceberg as to what we can expect within the final product of this game. And I, for one, am beyond ready. But until that time comes, everyone, that's the video I have for you today, and please let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. What do you think of the possibility of seamlessly switching between a different symbiote iteration of whatever main costume you are wearing within the context of Marvel Spider-Man 2? And furthermore, what type of costume would you want to see get a symbiote variant within this game? Let me know what you think. Be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you did enjoy, and for more Marvel Spider-Man 2 videos like this in the future. We are less than 500 subscribers away from reaching 100,000 subscribers on the channel, everybody, and I can't thank you enough for all your incredible support. But until next time, true believers, stay spectacular, Spidey fans, and peace out.